Are you filming right now?
My family's home right now, which I haven't recorded any of my other videos when people were home, so there's noise. Sorry about that. I'm making this as a follow-up to my college decisions reaction video, which is out if people want to see that. In this video, I'm just going to be going over my stats, extracurriculars, some of my portfolios, which will be at the end, and pretty much everything else I submitted. I'm just going to be running through my Common App and Slide Room if applicable, depending on the school. And I'm not going to include any stuff that I didn't use to apply. I want this video to be as close as possible to a demonstration of what I submitted in the Common App. So I'm mainly sharing these stats because I watch stats videos a lot, and a handful of people commented on the decisions reaction video asking for stats. So I figured I'd just put it out here. If I forget something or leave something out, leave a comment or message me and I'll try to answer any questions as best as I can. But yeah, let's just get into it. So starting off with a little bit of background, I am class of 2023. I applied to 10 schools. I got into 8 and I got rejected from 2. The 10 schools I applied to were BU, Northeastern, NYU, Emerson, DePaul, Emmanuel, UVM, Suffolk, Providence, and Fordham. I got into all of those schools with the exception of NYU, where I was rejected, and Northeastern, where I was deferred, then waitlisted, then rejected, which I was rejected in August, which is crazy. I had already uploaded my decisions reaction video by then, so that was weird. I applied as a film major to all the schools with the exception of Providence and Emmanuel, where I applied undecided because they didn't have a film program. I applied to both those schools as a film minor, which they had, but no major. I attended a public high school in Massachusetts. We had about 200 kids in our class. We didn't do class rank there, so I don't know where I fell among those. I'm not a first generation student. I applied for financial aid at every single school. I also applied for on-campus housing at every single school. I submitted all the written supplements, even the optional ones. I applied early action everywhere with the exception of NYU and BU. NYU I applied ED2. I didn't apply anywhere ED1, I just applied to NYU ED2. In BU I applied to regular decision. BU, at least the year I applied, had a deadline of December 1st if you wanted to be considered for scholarships. Jumping into the academics, I submitted my weighted GPA, which was a 4.4 out of 4. Again, that was weighted, I didn't submit my unweighted GPA. I'll put my transcript here over the screen. My high school only offered AP classes my junior and my senior year, not my freshman or my sophomore year, so I only took them the years that I could. As for film courses, the only one that was offered within my school was video production, which I took my sophomore year, and I took an online film and literature course my junior year, but beyond that, there wasn't anything. If my school had offered more AP classes or the opportunity to take them earlier, or more film classes, I probably would have taken more of both. Alright, test scores. All the schools that I applied to were test optional, I believe, and every school that I applied to super scored, and I submitted my SAT to all the schools. So my SAT super score was a 1530, my math sub-score was a 780, and my English sub-score was a 750. I took the SAT twice. The first time I took it, I got a 1490, and I got a 740 on math and a 750 on English. The second time I took it, I got a 780 on math and a 700 on English. I also took the ACT, but I didn't submit that anywhere. And the 2 AP tests that I took before I applied were APUSH and AP Lang, and I got a 5 on both of those. So that's it for my test scores. Moving on to my honors, I was in National Honor Society my sophomore through senior years, National Spanish Honor Society, junior and senior year, National Latin Honor Society, junior and senior year. I got the Suffolk University Book Award at my high school my junior year, and I got the Shining Star Award, which is a stupid name, but it basically means that I was in the top 10% of my class, and I got that my freshman through my senior years. All right, activities. I'll say what they were, what my positions were, what grades I did them, and if you're interested, you can read the boxes down below or pause or whatever. First, I put movie club. I was a member of my high school's movie club my sophomore through senior years, and I was the president of that club junior through senior years. I put down my town's television station next to Medfield TV. I was a volunteer there my junior year, and I was promoted and became a paid production assistant my senior year. So I put that in the Common App as a paid job, even though it started off as volunteer work. Then I put BU's Academy of Media Production, which was basically a summer program where I was a student, and I did that the summer going into my senior year. Then I put my school student council. I was just a representative there my sophomore through senior years. I was a member of my school's theater society. I was a part of the set crew, and that was my junior and my senior year. I volunteered at my town's food cupboard my junior and my senior year. I put down National Honor Society again. I was a member of my school's National Honor Society chapter my sophomore through my senior years, and I was the vice president my senior year. I was a part-time bookseller at Barnes & Noble for the summer going into my junior year and then part of my junior year. I was a student in a 6-week online playwriting lab my sophomore year. And then finally, I was just a member of my school's Active Minds chapter my junior and senior years. My extracurricular path was kind of weird because everything was screwed up due to COVID, class of 2023. So COVID kind of messed with my freshman year and cut everything off. The majority of my extracurriculars took place my junior and my senior years. I didn't have as much in the beginning, and colleges knew that we couldn't do a lot during that time, so I don't think that was as much of a detriment to me. Lastly, I'm just going to talk a little bit about my portfolios and stuff. Everything that I submitted is on my YouTube channel, so if people are interested, I'll link it in the description. To Emerson, I had to submit a narrative short film. For that, I submitted Stuck. Northeastern, I had a pretty bulky slide room thing that I had to do. I had the opportunity to submit a documentary short film and a narrative short film. So for the documentary short, I submitted Pastry Politics, and for the live action narrative short, I submitted Midnight Rock. And then lastly, for NYU, I had to submit a narrative short film and a My Selfie, which is basically like a get to know you little introductory video. So for the My Selfie, I just submitted My Selfie. Like that's a school specific prompt that I made a video for. And then for the narrative short film, I submitted language, and all those are up on my channel if people are interested in watching them. Yeah, and that's pretty much everything on the Common App. Obviously, coming out on the other side of this, I ended up choosing BU out of all the schools I went to. Today is the 25th, so at the time of recording this, I move in 5 days, which is strange. Again, I said this in my decision tree action video, but I hope to be making more videos at BU. I'm thinking about making like a move-in video, I don't know, anything like that. If people have any questions or want to see anything, let me know. I'm happy to answer questions or make content or whatever. I know that when I was going through this process, I wanted to see as much as I could about every school that I was applying to. Thanks for watching this, and thank you for watching the college decision interaction video if you did. It got like an insane amount of views. By my standard, at least. It's only a couple hundred. I don't have much else to say. Oh, if you're applying to schools or thinking about applying, good luck. It's a tough process, but it's nice to be on the other side of it, knowing where I'm going and being happy where I'm going. And again, I hope this video didn't add to anyone's stress or worry. I just want to convey myself and my application as authentically as I possibly could. Yeah, good luck. Again, any questions, whatever. I'm going to stop recording now because this is small.